December 21st, 2026. It's about 5:45, so let's say 4:45 p.m. Pacific time zone. If you'd like to know the weather, it's 43 degrees. Okay, are you happy? All right, let's be serious. All right. Please forgive the alphabetical letter I. I. This is not something I mean to do. It's from traumatic events. It is not a permanent problem. It is a present and temporary problem. Okay, I am not allowed to make any statements on video or in print. All right, I'm forbidden from going online. I am allowed to say this. Please remember, the Ayatollah gets turned into Hamburger Hill. My prediction, which I stand by, is by the very furious and very evil and very angry, religiously driven Muslim terrorist. Okay? This is what I've always said, so let's see what happens. All right? Okay. The good military consists of many, many countries. All right? I am forbidden from getting involved in their operations. All right. Okay, so there's nothing more to say. The only thing I'm allowed to say is my job going forth, what God wants me to focus on, is helping humans. To answer your question to why that is, in World War II, in Sicily, this area, after the US and Allied forces freed Italy from Hitler, the war was not over. The war was still raging, but Italy was now free from Nazis and all the evil atrocities against brown and black human beings and gays and any human beings that spoke against the Nazis. The horrific atrocities that the Nazis are guilty of in World War II, they had been driven out of Italy. At that point, over 30% of the women in Italy were forced into prostitution. This was a choice they made. They were forced because they did not have food. They did not have anything. All right? What happened in World War II will not happen again. All right? There will not be devastation, everything blown to bits, and the people walking around. with no food and nothing at all, and over 30% of your women having to sell their bodies in order to get food, you can avoid that. But somebody needs to put the programs together, and somebody needs to budget for that. They need to have the money and they need to budget for it. Right? Okay, so my job that God wants me to focus on is orphans, women, people who are more vulnerable in society. And then you go from there. Then you educate and you feed everybody. You give everybody some medicine. It's simple math. It is not hard to do that. All right? It is very easy to have a country that gives the people in that country their basic needs. And at the same time, that country can be a very wealthy and productive country. But you have to have the right people in power. And everybody in power has to get along with the rest of the world. Okay, so this is all I'm allowed to say. There's way more policies and programs, but this, what I wrote, is very basic. Yes, it's something a fifth grader can read, and a fifth grader can clearly understand, and so that is God's will. All right, I'm looking forward to helping Iran. I'm looking forward to working in the Middle East. This is not the first time you've heard me say this. All right, and I'm looking forward to handing out food here, and I'm looking forward to picking up heavy boxes. That will be my job going forward. All right, goodbye.